Today's video is going to be a little different. I want to talk about after the game. And, it's not something about, directly after the game. I'm talking about the next day. This is the next day for me after an open play that we had at a field I've never been at before. Very hilly, long walks, objectives. I mean, a lot of very sharp hills that I had to go up to, and by the end of the day my leg was pretty much out of it. This morning got a bit of a sore throat, a little cooler out, but my leg is to the point where it is swollen. I'm limping around here pretty bad, and the pain pills just aren't doing it. You have to know your limitations, and sometimes you push past them, but that can have bad effects the next day. Me personally, I didn't have to work the next day. It was a Sunday open play, so I didn't have to work the next day. There are other people on my team that went with us, and they pushed themselves as well, and now they have to go to work, real early in the morning. It's a little tough. What I want to talk about today is not only just my personal opinion on, doing after the day, but just showing what you got left to do. I might insert a picture about the stuff that I have loaded in my car still, and I'll put that right here. And I want to show what I have still. I have clothes in the dryer, and I have stuff still laying out that I got to break down and do stuff, but I was in pretty bad pain last night, so I just took some pain pills and zoned out. Crashed early. I got home, took a hot shower, limped in, went to bed. It was like 9 o'clock. So, I crashed real early. I just couldn't take it with my legs. So, I'm going to stop the thing and just get behind the camera and show you what I got still laying here that I got to break down, and just give my thoughts on some of this stuff. Starting on the table here, I still have my jacket that I wore the other day. Have not, wherever I took it off, that's where I laid it down. And the biggest thing is the gear. You see I got my shoes I just took off there, and my 30 caliber is damaged, so I have to repair that. My air tanks are there. My secondary that I was using is still there. The pistol, and this bag is full of stuff that I have not even broken down yet. Not to mention the stuff I still have in the dryer that was sort of like in a bag, soaking wet. Stuff I was wearing, I usually throw the clothes after I've been outside in the dryer for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to make sure there's no ticks or anything on it like that. This coat on the table I only wore to the game, took it off as soon as I got there, and never put it back on. One of the other things too is, I'll zoom up here, it's kind of tough to see with the light, but you can see I still I hung my helmet up, it was soaking wet, and my goggles and my baseball cap that I was wearing. But the stuff that we got here on the couch and this 30 caliber, that needs to be broken down and something done with it today. But I'm limping around pretty good, and I really should get to this today, and I'm going to try, but I'm hurting. So we're going to go back to me sitting down. So I hope you got a little insight to what happened to me the other day, and what you shouldn't do. It's not really what you shouldn't do. In an adrenaline-filled moment, you're going to have fun doing stuff. I like to break all the gear down and things like that the night before, or the night after you're home. But in this case, it's going to be sitting for a while, and I'm going to try to get to it today sometime. Have fun at the game, but know that sometimes if you push yourself a little too hard, you're going to pay for it the next day. I know I have limitations, and this might not apply to anybody else. I go past what I have, and I end up paying for it, but it's still a fun hobby, and I enjoy it. I can't play it as hard as I used to, like 10 years ago, but it's still a lot of fun to be involved with it. Now, I do have some footage some of the younger guys have from the game. I'm going to try to get that and put it up on the channel. They were having a lot of fun, and these two young guys on the team, they were like gazelles. You tell them that we need to get to that building, and they're gone. It's good to have a younger element on the team so they can get to positions like that, because I wasn't able to run. I said to the one aspect, I said I would go with this one young player on our team. He's 20. And I said, we have to get up the hill to that one building. And he sprinted and took off and was actually in the building, went upstairs, and was on point looking out over at the people coming in. And I'm like 3/4 of the way up the hill still. So it was a lot of fun. I will go back to this field and have a good time again, and I probably will be hurting the next day as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little insight into what's going on with me, and hopefully I'll have some of that footage from the game that we're at, and I might put up some pictures at the end of some of the guys that were there with us at that day. So, as always, you have a better day than what I'm having today. We'll see you again.